Hey Shane, hey Kyle, thanks so much for the comment on LinkedIn. So, to answer your question, some of the reasons why a prospect may not engage with you when you ask them about an ROI is ROIs have been done so poorly for so long that prospects may feel it's a complete waste of time. You're going to give them a crummy, outdated, complex Excel spreadsheet that does nobody any good. The second reason is they just might not be a qualified prospect. It's never a bad thing to ask your prospect to do something during the sales cycle. If they refuse to do it, they just might be kicking tires. So if they're just not willing to spend 15 minutes with you, then I would really think about how good of a prospect they are. But to get back to your original question, um, I'm not really sure how your calculator is set up. I know you work with DocuSign, and I'm very familiar with DocuSign. So your calculator should be set up to solve the three or four main problems that most prospects come to you with. So I would assume there's a hard cost savings. They have an issue with too much paper, productivity improvements. It's a very manual thing if you're trying to get a lot of contracts or signatures through the door. Obviously, you want to increase your turnaround time, which could then increase revenue. So I think those would probably be at least four areas that should be covered by your ROI calculator. So what you might want to do is when you're on the call and going through a discovery with them, and I think you elaborated on one of the comments that the key to everything is asking more questions, and that's the truth. So when you're on a discovery call with them and you ask them, what issues are you trying to solve? If they say, what, the productivity is our biggest issue, we can't manage all the contracts. Once you understand one of their biggest problems, you should then start incorporating your ROI questions into the discovery. So you might ask them, oh, how many contracts do you process monthly? Oh, how long does it typically take for you to do these types of tasks? And you're incorporating, once again, the ROI questions into the discovery. And then if you want to present it to them, maybe don't set up a traditional, let me show you the ROI call. When you're reviewing pricing or perhaps giving a demo, you stop at 10, 15 minutes early and say, hey, you know what? I know productivity improvement was really important to you. So take a quick look at this and you pull up the ROI on the screen. Hopefully it's something better than an Excel spreadsheet. Review the numbers you entered, show them the projected savings they can have with your solution. And then that might be a different way to introduce the ROI rather than trying to set up an actual ROI call. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any other questions.